Let me inspire you. And the man like, you know something? Nah, it ain't all that bad. You know, I go cool. They love. Round of applause, brother. They love y'all.
We are like pilgrims in this lost land, now trying to make our final stand. Not understanding the past we fought through, we are living in a future that's seemingly unsecure. Unsure is this encore. Imagine an epidemic called life. Lifeless we would be had it not been for the spirit of our ancestors dwelling within us, existing through you as they exist through me. We shall overcome, someday they said, but many of times I've wondered when battles are constantly being fought for the dollar with no regards to life, and the strife amongst in abundance, helplessly, desperately we surrender, conforming to these ailments all around. And if the truth be told, these filthy, rich, sadistic lunatics are seeking means and ways to bottle the very air we breathe for profit. Global economic crisis. I'll be the first to let you know they boarded that myth. And in the end, they'll be twice as rich. Told to emancipate ourselves decades ago, but perhaps in the now, we're more so enslaved than the then. Needless to say, an exact attack on our minds is what they orchestrated. Found the chains and shackles we couldn't so easily remove and replace. Sought to sever, put to sleep forever. And so we are like pilgrims in this lost land. But in every generation, there's a set of freedom fighters whose spirits won't rest, whose spirits create a consciousness that lives on through the ages. Martin Luther King Jr., I have a dream. Malcolm X, by any means necessary. Marcus Garvey, a people without history is like a tree without roots. Maya Angelou, still I rise. President Barack Obama, yes we can. We are like pilgrims in this lost land, now trying to make our final stand. Not understanding the past we fought through, we are living in a future that's seemingly unsecure. Unsure is this encore. Imagine an epidemic called life. Lifeless we would be had it not been for the spirits of our ancestors dwelling within us, existing through you as they exist through me. We shall overcome, someday they said, and deep in my heart, I do believe that we shall overcome someday. Thank you.
Yeah, man, we getting it through, man. We getting it through, man. So much beautiful, so much beautiful vibes, man. I just so thankful to be here. So, we getting ready to bring on the next artist by the name of Sister Ruth. Round of applause for Sister Ruth, y'all.
The item I'm going to do tonight is called It Ain't Easy Living in Babylon. Now, when you hear me say Babylon, I'm not just talking about police like we know. Babylon is a state of mind. Once you meditate corruption, once you meditate wickedness, you is Babylon. It's also a place right here where we live. So, it ain't easy living in Babylon, but we have to find a solution. It ain't easy living in a Babylon. It ain't easy living in a Babylon. In a Babylon, them slave and murder enough man. In a Babylon, them degrade and rape enough woman. In a Babylon, they brainwash, sodomize our children. In a Babylon, Rasta come to burn them. 'Cause it ain't easy living in a Babylon. It ain't easy living in a Babylon. Why they find us so hard? We're just trying to live life, but everything is a price. Nowadays we can't afford a bag of rice, even a bag of rice. Oh, what a thing. Man and man partaking in a marriage ring. Ladies on a corner satisfied with tricking. Other people place America bombing, using excuse how them looking for Bin Laden. All the while the people them oil them stealing. Oh, what a thing. Hey, it ain't easy living in a Babylon. No, 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 it ain't easy living in a Babylon. Them rape, steal, and plunder Africa. Them dismama and live in a disaster. The people them hungry, yet Babylon won't free up the money. It's a conspiracy, eh? 'Cause it ain't easy living in a Babylon. It ain't easy living in a Babylon. In a Babylon. Them slave and murder enough man. In a Babylon. Them rape and enough woman. In a Babylon. Them mistreat and sodomize our children. In a Babylon. Rastafari come to burn them, 'cause it ain't easy living in a Babylon. It ain't easy living in a Babylon. Living in a Babylon. Living in a Babylon. Yes, so let's forward out of it.
Iritical sister, man. I had a pleasure of performing with over at the Beach Fire. She did a beautiful, blessed job. She represented Totola lovely. One more round of applause for Sister Ruth. Yes, I. Now, next up on the stage is Nuruddin. Who? Nuruddin. All right, I stand corrected. Definitely. Round of applause for Nuruddin. Brother Nuruddin, yes, sir.
Hey, everybody. My name is Nuruddin. The piece I'm doing tonight is called Disaster Strikes. So bear with me. Major disasters, Haiti and Chile. What's going on our TVs? It got to be prophecy fulfilling that men, women, and children have died. Earthquake in these cities. Man, it's a pity that the people are already so poverty stricken and now in a worse condition of living. But listen, after hardship comes ease. Y'all just come to Allah on your knees. Hands in the airs, begging him please, send help from anywhere, land or overseas. Say a little prayer, share your wealth and believe. If you give wholeheartedly, you will receive. Blessings in this life, maybe the hereafter. Disaster had to strike to unite this diaspora. Because we are descendants from Africa, brought over here by Europe slave traffickers, who divided us into many nations, forced to rebel from this earthly hell was the Haitians. So they got shunned by Britain and United States. And you can't lie, they even got you and I to hate and discriminate. Now tell me that ain't true. The rest of the Caribbean islands was thought the Haitians were only good for voodoo. And we didn't do our history, so we never had a clue. The revolution started with RU. A few black Jacobians who defeated Napoleon Bonaparte and his worthless brother-in-law. 12 years the struggle lasted for against the Spanish invasion, British expedition, a French monarchy. Can you see this in your vision? We was enslaved by white Christians and forced to accept their religion, Christianity. So now I got a rhetorical question for the audience in UPs tonight, but y'all ain't got to answer me. How could you be Christ-like and did this to the African family? Must be insanity, or your love for vanity blinded you to the part you couldn't see us as a part of humanity. How can this be ordained by God Almighty? The whitey would enslave us using the Bible, and on arrival, use it to save us. So there'll be no rivals, no rebels fighting for survivals against white devil with rifles and gunpowder to devour for power and control over man's soul, man's goal, man's natural resources. Black labor force is responsible for Western development, European settlement, in the Americas and in the Caribbean. We can all see the evidence. It's still there, very clear for us to distinguish that we are all under the watch of the English. Even these Caribbean islands that claim independence, the Queen still have a say in who the jury sentence for debt. A matter of fact, she's still signing checks, borrowing us loans to keep the clones and the colonies in debt, up to their neck. I'm vexed. So I write poems for the oppressed and protest against this new world order in progress. Elected officials are so less. They're nothing less than puppet on strings, playing the part of globalizing. And let me bring it home. That's why companies like Bribe Water can easily come in, take over our wells and springs and run things. And everybody running off the mouth, but nobody about uprising or fighting for our rights. It's like we are scared and frightened of the whites. And I'm here to remind y'all tonight that we shouldn't be. Because if Noah Lloyd didn't fight, there'll be no Wickham Ski. Similarly, if Toussaint didn't start the revolution, there'll be no Negro state of Haiti. So y'all can hate me for speaking the truth, or maybe it's just my opinion, but I'm seeing the proof. In the news, the scripture, even Hollywood pictures, like 2010, predicted the world could come to a sudden end. So let's not pretend like we don't see the signs and wonders. Whole cities going under in one night. Broad daylight, but no sunlight. Some died and some cried out for life, but the life of this world ain't nothing but struggle and sacrifice. And I'm a microphone messenger, and I came to warn all you before disaster strikes. Thank you.
Echo. For sure. Son, somebody pass me my spear and shield, my son. Are you ready for the war now? Telling you. Yes, I. But yeah, man, definitely. Hey, and one thing about that movie 2012, just quick. You see where they went after everything done, right? Oh, okay, all right. Say no more. Next artist. Everybody, round of applause for Nikisha. Round of applause for Nikisha.
Good night, everyone. This one is entitled Blessed Princess. Born to a mother who was a teenager, and a father who to me became a stranger. Lacked self-confidence, attained low self-esteem. Having a relationship with my father has always been my dream. Unfortunately, my hope in that was shattered when my desperate efforts to make this possible never mattered. Needless to say that it was totally devastating for a little girl who wanted to be the center of her father's world. But here comes this man with a smile on his face. He said, if you let me, I am here to take his place. I can be the father you have always desired, and to be the influence in your life to live a life that's inspired. Don't be deceived by those who make you feel worthless. Being the daughter of a king, you are now a princess. When you obey me, trust me, love me, and praise me, my grace is sufficient to keep you the way you need to be. I put you through the worst to bring out the best, to show you my strength and power, and for you to know that you are blessed. No matter what difficulties may come your way, I am still in control every step of the way. Now you know, from my earthly father I was tossed, and deep into deception and addiction I was lost. But grace has brought me from the worst to the best. That's right, so now I am a blessed princess. Thank you.
You know, she says she's a blessed princess, but she look like a queen to me. You know? Yes, I. All right, let's keep this thing moving, brothers and sisters. Everybody, round of applause for the brother that was keeping a heartbeat going so sweet. Brother Mackie B. Bless and love. Yes, I. Come do your thing, brother.
Enough respect to all in their respectful places. Yeah. I have been enjoying myself here tonight with all the word song power. And I'm going to do a little a cappella for Psalms 1, just to keep it nice, you know. It goes so. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the ways of sinners, nor sit down in the seat of the scornful, for his delight is in the law of Jah, in which he meditates both day and night. And he shall be like the tree planted by the rivers of waters, bringing forth fruit, good fruit, in his season, and his leaf shall never wither. And whatsoever he doeth, just say, it will prosper. Oh, yeah. Blessed is the man, I say. Oh, yeah. Blessed is the man, I say. But the ungodly are not so, no. They're like the shaft the wind just blow away. And they cannot stand in the judgment, no. They gonna fade away. Just said he knoweth the ways of the righteous, but the ways of the ungodly must perish. He said he knoweth the ways of the righteous, but the ways of the ungodly sure gonna perish. Oh, yeah. Blessed is the man, I say. Oh, yeah. Blessed is the man, I say. Live up.
Man, didn't even need music. His voice was the notes, you know? Definitely. All right, so everybody, let's keep this vibe going. Beautiful round of applause for Empress J. Empress J making her way to the stage right here and now. So beautiful and profound. All right.
In life, you face a lot of situations, and sometimes you just have to rise above. So my piece is entitled, I Rise. And so I rise. I rise above all those who are trying to bring me down, not only with their actions, but with their words and sounds. I rise not only as a woman in this world today, but as a child of the Most High, striving to make my way through the valleys of vipers and sheep that are in fact wolves, hovering over me, trying to steer me from all that is good. But with my strong-willed and heart, I see through their lies. But with the Father as my protector, still I rise. I rise above all my situations that have been stifling me, like those who claim they're my friends, but in truth are really my enemies, like my loved ones whose love I no longer feel inside, like those, their true feelings about me they try to hide. But no matter how innocent they seem, the misconception lurks in their eyes. For with the Father as my comforter, still I rise. I rise to conquer that of my financial strain, to step above the worries that falls like rain, to give thanks in the morning and praises at night, to step out of the darkness and burst into the light, to lay my burdens down and condemn the cries. For with the Father as my shield, still I rise. I rise above all those who claim that I've lost my way, like those who try to bring me harm each and every day, saying to me, you fool, when will you become wise? But with the Father as my shield, still I rise. I rise to fight the battle of this everyday life. I rise as a mother, a sister, a friend, and wife. I rise as the daughter of Zion who refuses to stay down. I rise because there's still a righteous battle within me to be won. So no matter what they do or how hard they try, my Father, Haile Selassie I, will make sure I continue to rise. I rise.
Yes, I sister, keep rising. Empress J. Round of applause for Empress J one more time. And as that round of applause keeps moving, we now bring up the artist, who is definitely capable of making his way to the stage, or her way to the stage. Let me make sure, capable go both ways, because she's capable as well as he, differently.
Special good night. This song I'm going to sing is called My Heart. It's a song that came to me from inspiration, so I hope you enjoy it. Go like this. My heart and your heart beat as one when we're together. A love that oh so true, unconditional love we share. You came along when I was longing for love and happiness. With you in my life, I feel joy and no pain, no pain. Ooh, love is a connection, baby, that joins you and I together. Don't you leave my love. Oh, baby, stay in my life forever. I'm longing for you. Oh, baby, yeah. I need you. Oh, baby, yeah. I'm longing for you. Oh, baby, yeah. I need you. I want to wake up in the morning and you're beside me. When I say baby, you say darling. You squeeze and hold me. I don't want to talk to you over the phone. I want to see you and feel you. I'm all alone. Come touch me, baby. Come squeeze me, baby. Never let me go until eternity. Oh, I'm longing for you. Oh, baby, yeah. I need you. Oh, baby, yeah. I'm longing for you. Oh, baby, I need you. Oh, capable I
love that part. Ooh. All right, give him a round of applause. He's so amazing. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. Everybody all right? All right, we're about to bring on the major in a minute. You know, we're about to bring on the brother, the Muta, in a second. So let's give a round of applause for Udine. Udine. Sister Udine. Blessed love.
My piece is entitled The Morning Sunshine. As I watched you with eyes closed while nestled beneath my breast, the loud rhythm of your snore plays as your warm breath cools against my skin. Listening as your heart's music escapes the cages of your chest, as it plays that sweet, sweet song of love that delights me from within. Slowly with fingers, I trace the outline of your lips along the smooth curves of that mouth that gives me oh so much bliss. Along that same mouth lies the reassuring smile that soothes my fears when you kiss the tears from my eyes. And with love in your eyes, you awoke and smiled at me, while drawing me closer and closer till our lips merge, melting me into a kiss so sensual yet so deep, intoxicating me with the smell of your African musk, mixed in the smell of our love. Lying here, enveloped in your strong but gentle arms, your eyes search mine as mine search yours. Each tells a story of two people who by divine design found a love that is as gentle and warm as the morning's sunshine. Ain't no sunshine when he's gone.
See, brothers, you see why we got to uphold that? Are you see why we got to uphold the black woman, the black African woman? Boy, I tell you, my son, round of applause for all the beautiful sisters, queens that did their thing this evening. Tiger Woods, me don't know around with you, you know. Me don't know around with you, but you're missing out, brother. You're missing out. You know what I mean? Gotta be ducking poles and all them type of thing. Telling you, hey, you need to come to Tola, man. I tell you, yeah, he complication. I forget, he complication, you know. That's a mix-up tiger. That's a crouching tiger, but he ain't ready for the roaring lion, you know. Yes, sir. Hey, round of applause for Ingrid. Yes, sir, Sister Ingrid. Ah, Lord.
My piece is entitled Marriage Brings Courage. It starts with them telling me how much they admire me, how long they have been watching me, wanting to talk to me and even get with me. You see, these guys have been wanting to step to me for such a long time, but never did, saying all types of shit like, I appeared so serious they were afraid to approach me, like, I am so beautiful they didn't figure they could have someone like me, like, I am so sophisticated I intimidate them. And all that's fine, boo. It's fine if you perceive that I'm too confident, too beautiful, too intelligent, too independent, too ambitious, too sophisticated for someone like you. Because I have my shit together, you're intimidated. But guess what? These are good qualities, therefore I'll embrace them. So these guys stayed away, afraid of rejection. They say prefer to stay from afar. They're dreaming and fantasizing of how it could have been. But then all of a sudden, a few have found the courage. That courage that should come naturally to any man. Or did they? Maybe it was a sign in which I was a dawn changing. So there we were, vibing really good. He's attracted to me, I'm attracted to him. Both of us discovering we have a few things in common. Me all excited, thinking, this could actually work. He voices his regrets that he didn't step to me before, but then he pops the big news. He's now married. But wait, there's more. He said he would still like for us to be friends, the type of friends that spend time together, do things together. Hell, from the way he was acting, turns out even be intimate with each other. Boy, does marriage bring courage. You see, these qualities of mine serve as a repellent to guys. At least that's what they've been telling me. But what I don't understand is why. Not why it repels them, as I understand that their manhood is probably threatened, but why, when they have gotten married, they finally gain the courage to step to me. Just when they have gotten legally and spiritually bound to another? No, somebody tell me what exactly about me says, if you're married, come hither. Yes, it may be flattering for a moment to hear how much you think of me, but at the end I take offense. You see, apparently you don't think much. Your approach simply means you think this is all I'm worth, to be second to another, the person you married, your wife, your baby mother. I admit, I have done some dumb shit, made some bad decisions in life, but let it be clear. I have no intentions in being anyone's fantasy girl, anyone's girl on the side, especially if you have a wife. So fellas, if you're married, please stay away. You see, you not approaching while you were yet single is your mistake, for which I don't intend to pay. I clearly understand that you did not possess the balls to approach the strong woman that I am, but don't get it twisted. Now that you're married, finding that long-lost courage is not you being a man. Thank you.
I'm not married. I'm not married. Hey, beautiful people, how we doing tonight? Everybody blessed? All right, that's great, that's great. Well, beautiful people, echo. We have had a beautiful, beautiful evening, but it gets even greater now, because now we're going to bring on the major brother, the brother that we have been waiting for, came all the way from Jamaica to bless us. I am talking about none other than brother Mutabaruka. Round of applause. Come on, round of applause now. Ain't gonna bring on a brother with no half applause. Round of applause. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good night. Give thanks for inviting us here. Coming all the way from Kingston, Jamaica. This is the first time we come to this island. We've been to most of them, so I want to put this in a book that we had been to Tortola. Them still call it the British Virgin Island. I always wonder, the first time I got to the US Virgin Island, I really wonder why they call it Virgin. After them rape the island them so much. But it's a matter of words still. I don't know if the people them in this Virgin Island here is as virgin, considering the poems that I just listened to. Some beautiful poems, man. We give thanks to the brethren for put on this, because it's not, most places you go, especially in the Caribbean, you know, say poetry take center stage. You know, and we see this is just a poetry show. Usually you'd have two little artists that jump up and down and all everywhere, but it's a word sound. And the word sound can stand alone if you just give it a choice and a time to do that. So, we hope you have on your seatbelt, you know. Because it's a rough ride. And I hope you come with an open mind. Because you're going to need that to really stomach some of the things that we say. So we're going to start from the beginning. There was a man by the name of Christopher Columbus. Christopher Columbus was an Italian. He come from a place named Genoa in Italy. And Christopher Columbus find himself in Portugal. And he was a sailor. And some of the ships that took Africans from Africa and carried them to Europe by way of the Portuguese slave trade A lot of people don't know about the Portuguese slave trade. But the Portuguese did take Africans from Africa and carry them to Portugal. And Christopher Columbus was one of those sailors on one of those ships. Well, Christopher Columbus started to live in Spain. And Christopher Columbus wanted to go to India by traveling west. Now, in those days, white people believed that the world was flat. And they believed that if you go too far out, you'd fall off the earth. And monsters and things would grab you out there. Well, Christopher Columbus went to King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella and got 3 ships to come to this part of the world, even though it's not this part of the world he intended to come. And Christopher Columbus couldn't find anybody to come with him. So Christopher Columbus went into the jails of Spain and took out all of the criminals them and promised them gold and land if they would follow him. So on that ship and on those 3 ships were peer murderers, thieves, and all the dregs of Spanish society coming to this part of the world. So Christopher Columbus started out, wanted to go to India by traveling west, not knowing that what goes around come around. And him land on these islands. And he actually thought that he was in India. He said that because it was the West, and this is India, it became known as the West of India, or the West Indies. Black people who come from Africa, up to this day, calling themselves West Indian. And them do have an ounce of Indian in them. That is why I don't like cricket, you know. Yeah, because when I hear the West Indian that play the East Indian, I'm trying to figure out what the hell I must cheer for, because I don't know which one of them I must cheer for. Because I see a black man stand up there and an Indian stand up there, and him call himself Indian, and the other man call himself Indian, and it just come like mix up. Christopher Columbus died believing that he was in India when he landed in this part of the world. He went back and came back and went back and came back. He eventually ended up in the dungeons of Spain. Christopher Columbus died believing that he had found the west of India. So 500 years after Columbus came to this part of the world, black people was celebrating the coming of Columbus. And I, at Jamaica, me get vexed. I go to my bed and have a nightmare about Columbus. And in one of them nightmares, Columbus actually came to me and actually was speaking to me. And I decided that I would write down what Columbus said in the dream. And this is what Columbus said. I am Christopher Columbus. Just call me Chris. I am he who did miss the land, India. I thought I discovered that which was never. How clever of me to see the land beyond. I came to tame and claim in the name of Spain. I am Chris. Don't diss my history. I inspired Hawkins, Livingston, Mussolini, Botha, Bush. I exterminated, perpetuated hatred against red men, yellow men. With black men I make no friend. I attack Arawak, cut off their head, wrote instead that the Caribs ate them like bread. I never told you this before, but my chief navigator was a Moor. You know the Moors. They discovered Spain. Those blacks who came from the African terrain. The idea that the world was round, I got from these same blacks in some little Spanish town. Now you may ask, what was blacks doing there? But they ruled us for over 700 years. They made a great mistake then. Instead of enslaving us, they made us their friend. Some survived, stayed alive, fought the invasion, European division, English aggression, the fight between Europe and European expansion. I wrote your history for you. Did not tell you true. Not all black men came as slaves. Listen, you will know the truth in the waves that brought the ships. Lips lie to keep intact oppression of black skin, a sin, a myth. I am Chris. The church perched on the opportunity to spread the religion of the dead. True misconception, the assumption that this world was new. The wind blew us to save the earth from beasts like men. Friend, I am not. Blot out the spot that claimed they are men like us. I am Christopher Columbus. I gave Europe power over all the earth. 500 years of your blood, sweat, and tears. Now you celebrate. Recreate your debt. Let the glasses touch with the blood of your fathers and mothers. Host my arrival. You're dying, my survival. The land is still mine. The Pope is still the divine. Yes, drink your own blood. Call it wine. Nothing in the pages of my history will blot out your misery. You shall celebrate my victory. Your children praise me. I am their only history. I am Christopher Columbus. I died, but you made me live. Give me the sea once more. Let me discover you again. The stain, my father's son's rule. Fool, you celebrate my coming. I will not go, not from your mind. Restore me for all to see. Keepers of life, shepherd of my people, lead them to the altars of lies. Your ancestors' cries will not be heard. Word after word, pages of history written, the victims are once more bitten. 1492 to you, the beginning of Western democracy. 1492 to me, the beginning of white supremacy. Give me this. Give me that. Give me back me everything you got. Give me philosophy you carry to Greece. Thief, Homer, and Socrates. Give me historical masterpiece. Give me back my name. Give me back my calendar. Give me books you thief from Alexandria. Give me queen like Cleopatra. Me no want to hear about Queen Victoria. Give me language I know so well. You mix up English, confusing no hell. Give me back my maths, you Pythagoras. Give me symbols you thief from us. Give me this. Give me that. Give me back me everything you got. Give me diamond, give me gold. Give me back me rock and roll. Give me uranium, give me coal. Give me reggae, give me blues. Give me music that you confuse. No spiritual concept originated there. So who I praise? You shouldn't care. You say steal not, you thief me land, sex not, you rape my mother, keep the Sabbath. We work 7 days a week. You build a nation from the sweat of my back. Now you want to come give me crack. Give me my herbs, make me make some tea. Give me back all my fruit tree. Give me the remedy that make blind see. Give me everything that you take from me. Give me this, give me that. Give me back me everything you got. Give me a space I can run my own life. Respect is due. The time is now. No more turn cheek. This time we now bow. So, we come to this part of the world as African and end up being Negro, West Indian, Caribbean people, Jamaican, Grenadian, Tartolian, and all these and enough and. But with African people, whether we want to accept it or not, you know, I have to go to Africa to be African. It's no people believe say you have to go to Africa to be an African. If a cow born in a pig pen, it's still a cow. A cow not have to born in a cow pen to be a cow. So the cow will always say moo, even though them won't speak. But my grandparents bring you up in some weird, strange way because we didn't believe that black was the ugliest thing. You know, with black and ugly, here, black people is the only set of people that cuss one another based up of a color, you know. Yes, you never hear a white man and say, my God, he's so blanco. You never hear that yet. But you hear your black and ugly, look how your head picky, and your grandmother tell you, say, look here, nobody coming at the house, no man, no black like your poopa, you know, and no woman out with her ear trait, and we want some picnic with her ear trait. It's a terrible thing. Black is ugly. And when I hear youth, I never see no black people in heaven. Really. I used to look on them Awake magazine, them like 70, not Jehovah's Witness book, Awake and Watchtower. And you never say a family of black people yet in there. It's always a man with him wife and him daughter and him son and a little dog look like Lassie. You know, it's like... And them always look up at the sky at 45 degrees angle, you know, everybody's face. So, you know. I say, what the rest them I look for out there? You know, it's like, wow. And then you see this white-winged, white person with white gown and coming down out of the clouds, you know, and you say, wow, I can't look like that. No time at all. But when you look down in a hell, you know, trust me, I down there with there, you know. I down there with there. Yeah, man. The devil black. God white. The clouds white. The angels white. And then we as black people go to church and sing, though your sins may be like scarlet, but it shall be as white as snow. So if your sins, you don't have to get rid of your sins, you know. Just watch it, make it come white as snow. And it's all right. It's a really serious problem we have with this black thing. We're scared of it. I do have a color problem. I see everything black. When I walk at night, I don't see no neon light. And at Christmas, nothing for me turn white. I see everything black. Black dungeons holding black bodies to be sold for a price. I do have a color problem. I come from a black womb, enter a black world, filled with black devils, doing everything black that was bad. In the blackest corner of my mind, I created nothing of color. My soul filled with devils, sowing seeds of ugliness, black magic, casting shadows of past pain. Ugliness prevails, black as sin. Yet I enter the black flesh that conceived a black child who was taught on a black slate by way of a blackboard. I learned about the black market, bodies sold and action blacks, money sold for more than its value. Yet I do have a color problem. I see everything black. Bad luck keep passing my way by way of a black cat. So I write a letter and blackmail it. Blacklisted for speaking about the dark continent. My mind like a sponge, absorbing, yet like a mirror, reflecting. The rain clouds have covered the rainbow. I am the black sheep in my family. Yet I do have a color problem. I see everything black. I remember them tell me, black is not a color. Color is not black. Not King Cole was black. Black makes sense, no sense. I just have a blackout. And the weirdest thing about it, you know, is that them tell with so much lie and repeat it so much time that it become truth. You know, them say if you keep repeating a lie, it become true. And we are all living the lie to the point where we internalize it so much that if somebody come and tell you the real truth, you start to tell them that them lie. It's a serious thing. Take for instance, you know, so the cow used to go to the moon long before America got there. Yeah. I learned that in a school when I had a son. The cow got to the moon long before John Glenn and these guys got here. The cow was jumping over it for centuries. You know, a strange thing about these nursery rhymes, you know. Your teacher never actually give you homework to go study them. But guess what? We know them by heart. Nobody has ever said, oh, no, children, we want you to go home and study Humpty Dumpty. Nobody study Humpty Dumpty. But guess what? Everyone away know that little egg. He might have fall off of the wall. Accidentally fall. I don't know how much time you can drop off on this accident. I mean, one time is an accident, but 100 years worth of time is not accident at all. You know, it's a setup. But these nursery rhymes in our consciousness to the point where them actually become like a real thing to him. First time Jack and Jill used to run up the hill every day. Now them get pipe and water rate increase. Every day they would have reincarnate Humpty Dumpty to fall off the wall. Little boy Blue, who loved to blow him on to the sheep in the meadow. Little boy Blue grew up now and the sheep them get curried in a little coal supper shop down the street. You remember when man did a panda figure moon, yet them did have a cat play figure so that the cow could have jump over it every full moon and light bill increase. Then there was a little old woman who never got to no family planning clinic. She used to live somewhere down back a wall in a one left foot shoes. Back a wall to in fashion now and she move. Jack Spratt, who couldn't stand fat, him start eat it now. But him son turned vegetarian cause meat scarce. Lickboy people who lost their sheep went out to look for them and found instead a politician and is now living on Beverly Hills. Mary, you know her, she had a white lamb. Well, she saw a Bo Peep and decided she would give her lamb to Cinderella godmother to change him color to black before midday and society grow. Little Jack, remember him? He used to sit down at the corner, King Street and Barry Street. They had him put him thumb in his mouth and vomit. While Tom was steal a woman wig, him fall in a Jack vomit and broke him friggin' neck. Tom, father the Pied Piper, turned pro now and stop blow to rats. But realized that no rat never follow him down the river. And him dead, cause the clock strike 1:30. And no mouse never run down. Tick, tock, tick. First time man used to love them. But this is not the time for them. Cause them the day is done and we're right. You know where I come from? A Jamaican experience where Rastafari is the choice of lifestyle that we choose from them time there until now. Because we grew up in a society where them claim say it's Christian society. And trust me, when we look on Jamaica, if that is a Christian society, send me to hell. Serious thing. So we chose Rastafari. And in the early days, Rastafari got through enough persecution. It's not like now, where you see people that twist up them ear and I try look like Rasta. You know, them have sister lock, mother locks, brother locks, auntie locks, all sorts of locks are going on. You know, you pay $25,000 to twist up your ear. It's a serious thing. So it become almost like a fashion. So it's not that dread thing again. Because you know the reason why them say dreadlocks is because them did afraid away, you know. When them look on the ear, them say, my God, what a dreadful looking ear. So them say dreadlocks, you know, like terrible thing. And it was a persecution unprecedented against Rasta in Jamaica. Well, as the sister just said, we rise. We rise. And this locks that was a tan has now become a crown. And we're very proud of it because the locks is the most visible expression of Rastafari cultural expression. And we're very conscious that it's not everybody who locks is Rasta. But we can't help that. We know, say, we locks because of the expression that it gives to I and I in our heart and against a system that don't represent African people. I am the man you love to hate. I used to sit down at the slums of Ghost Town and Trench Town, Bakawal. No clothes to hide my nakedness. Filth and mosquitoes smelling, biting 400 years of black flesh, scarred by whips and sticks. I am the man. Locks entangled in your nightmares of Medusas and Gorgons.